Alright everybody, it is time to talk briefly here about conditional statements, if statements and things like that. So, what is an if statement? An if statement is essentially a choice your computer can make to branch and do different code depending on the circumstances. So, in this case, let's say I have some variables. We'll just say int1 equals 400 or something. N2 equals, it's a matter of 5. Now, if is generally where you start out with this. If this is greater than that, if this is less than that, that sort of thing. So if, let's just say in this case, N1 is greater than N2. Colon. Now, as soon as I press enter, it's going to put me here. Notice that I automatically kind of tabbed over here. I'm just going to print fuzzy equals, and then we're going to run this, see what happens. Gotta save it, test ifs, and there we go, fuzzy pickles. Now if I change these numbers, now it's 4 and 5, nothing displays. And the reason nothing displays is because, well, I only have one if statement here. Now if I had another if, if n2 is greater than n1, for example, then print fairy cheese. Something you don't want to find in the fridge, particularly after you've already eaten half the sandwich. Alright, oh, it's going to complain a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, that's because I went back to my Java and put the parentheses. I like parentheses, so it don't like it. There we go. Run it. Boop. Furry cheese ran instead of that. So what if I don't have this little space here that it's going to automatically giving me, though? Well, you're going to get a crash. Whenever you have an if statement in Python, it wants that space. It wants the little 5 count there. And it'll typically automatically give it to you. You kind of have to like back it up and mess it up on purpose almost to not have that. Now with these two ifs, these are two separate statements. This runs and this runs. What if I were to say, what if something equals something? Or what if it's, I could say greater than, less than, equal to. We could even technically say not if it's not equal to something. But those are all the different operators we could throw in there in the middle. Now, what if I just say like this? What happens? I just put a single equal sign, we run it, crash. Because a single equals is an assignment, not an actual, like, is this equal? Now if I put 2 equals, there you go. Well, those two aren't the same, so let's make them the same. And I should get fuzzy pickles because they're the same. So I can say greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, are they equal to? Things like that. Not equal to would be another option. Just to see if these two little conditions are different. Now when we get to something more complicated later, we have and or, where we can check like multiple statements at once, whether they're true or not true. At the end of the day, the if statement here results in something being true or something being false. So in this case, this statement is true, so it runs the thing underneath it. In this case, the statement's false, and it does not run the thing underneath it. It just goes to the next line, whatever code happens to be there. Now that's your basic quick rundown of if statements here. Let me just play around with this for just 1 second. Alright, what if I change this to a 4 or 2 or something? There we go. This is not equal to. So the different things you could put in there are greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to in that case. So we've got those typical operators. There's a couple other little things you could tweak some stuff with, but these are the ones you would see the most of. And like I said, if you want to jot down some notes, that's essentially it. So this is your basic if statement.